Hey everybody, it's Robbie. Thank you for listening to this real quick. And we've got power. Gosh, I've been without power for the past couple of days following the storms that came through. And of course, here in Atlanta, and a lot of other places in Texas and Florida and the Keys and down in Puerto Rico and places like that. And a lot of people were injured and hurt and worse. And our thoughts and prayers go out to them in this time. But anyway, the reason why I'm coming to you right now is I want to share something with you. A lot of you know that when my dad passed away, I happened to have been there. I was there with him the last few minutes of his life. He and I talked to him. I shared with him. I cried. He didn't know I was there, but I was with him. And he took his last breaths in my arms, and I thank God for that. But anyway, God laid something on me that, as He has a lot of things, and a lot of you that know me know I kind of think out there and kind of out. Sometimes I'm out in the weeds and off in the ditch, but sometimes I might, make a little sense time to time. But anyway, I wrote a book. That's right, I wrote a book. It's called SPF 100. And it means your spiritual life, your personal life, and family life, and the 100. And you think about it in terms of a suntan lotion bottle and the rating on a suntan lotion bottle. The higher the number, what does that mean? The higher the number, the more protection you have from the sun, right? The rays, like with girls, they like those lower numbers so they can get more sun on them's bodies and they can feel and look all goddessy like. And my sister, as an example, early, Lisa would take iodine and baby oil, and a lot of her friends, and they just rub that all over them. The first time it was the sun, they could get out in the driveway at our house and slide out there and just lay out there with this baby oil and iodine in the stuff. And anyway, But the higher the number, the more protection you got from the sun. So SPF 100. So the S stands for your spiritual life, your personal relationship with God. Where you go, how you spend your time with Him, the quiet time that you spend with Him in reverence, but the relationship you have with God. Get that in order, right? Have a relationship, because it's got to start somewhere. Can't start with your family. It can't start with you. It's got to start with Him. If it starts with Him, then everything else will follow. So the next step in efforts of trying to be successful or to really enjoy success in life, that's everything. Jobs, money, relationships, everything. What we're trying to do, hobbies. It starts with our spiritual life. And the second thing is our personal life. That's our money, where we live, our health, our job, what we drive, how we feel. What can we do to make ourselves feel and be better? What can we do? We've got to take care of ourselves. So we start with God. We have our spiritual relationship, our spiritual life. Second thing is we have our personal life. And the third thing is we have our family life. That's our relationship with our wife, our husband, our children, our family, our sisters, our brothers, our mamas and daddies and grandparents and uncles and aunts and everybody, even our in-laws and our outlaws, if they're in your family. Those relationships, a lot of times they're not the best. A lot of us don't have the best relationships with our family. And, I wouldn't say shame on us, but, let's think about that, folks. Let's do our best. If we think about things as fundamentally as this, let's try to better those relationships. So let's think about it. So let's have a more functional family life. Let's do our best to have a family life that's functional as our responsibility and what we're supposed to do consciously to make all those other things make sense, not just for us, but for others. So it starts with our spiritual life, then our personal life, then our family life. But if we have all those three things in that order, we're going to get 100% protection, 100% protection, not a 10, 15, 20, not a 50, but 100% protection from the sun. S-O-N. That's right, Christ Jesus. How cool is that? But it's all these things that we hear, all the things that we see on the net, we see on YouTube, we see in things that interest us, our church, the news, all those things that are pulling at our attention, and maybe it's sometimes giving us and wanting us to increase and better our life. Think about things as fundamental as SPF. If you get your spiritual life in order, then your personal life in order, then your family life in order, then and only then can you really be successful. I'm not trying to sound preachy. I want to be teachy, if I can. But SPF 100, you get 100% protection from the sun. SON, not SUN, SON. Think about it. Remember what I always say, everybody. I love you. I love you. I dearly do. I promise you, each and every one of you. And I hope this goes out and is viral, not just to all of y'all, but to the world. If I can help one person, if one person can better themselves or their life, their situation, or those around them by this simple message and this simple book that I've written, I'll have done my job, my little contribution to humanity. Maybe. But anyway, it's what I wanted to give to you. I want to share with you. I appreciate you listening. Remember, I love you. I love you, and I need you. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Y'all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. Peace out.